You're likely scrolling through a few videos right now, perfectly comfortable with a phone in your hand. To even sit there and do that, you are using a vital resource that keeps you alive every single second, the oxygen you're breathing. That phone you're holding is packed with materials like copper and lithium, raw metals that had to be pulled out of the earth just to build the screen and the battery. And the power keeping that screen lit comes from an energy supply, whether it's generated by burning coal or catching the rays of the sun. Every part of this modern moment depends entirely on raw materials provided by nature. Think of it as a simple formula. Nature plus human effort equals a resource. A tree is just a tree until we use our skills to turn it into a useful tool. But we can't use everything nature offers. If a huge pool of oil is buried so deep under the ocean that no drill can reach it, that oil is effectively useless to us right now. To unlock a resource, we need the right technology to reach it, and a price tag that people can actually afford. We also need a green light from the community, because if a town decides a forest is too sacred to touch, or a mine is too dirty for their health, that material stays in the ground. Nature provides the raw ingredients, but it's our own clever innovation, our jugaad, that turns those ingredients into things we can use. To understand how to manage these materials, it helps to think of them as different types of batteries. Renewable resources are like nature's rechargeable batteries. As long as the sun shines and the wind blows, nature will keep filling that energy supply back up for us. However, we have to use them at a sensible pace. If we clear a forest faster than the seeds can grow, that rechargeable battery eventually runs dry. Then there are single-use batteries, like coal, gold, and petroleum. These non-renewable resources took millions of years to form, and once we pull them from a pit like this, they're gone forever. Our biggest challenge today is that we rely too heavily on these single-use fuels, and they are eventually going to run out. Nature is incredibly efficient. It works in a perfect circle, where a dead tree breaks down into the soil to feed new life. In this system, waste doesn't exist. Humans often break that cycle. We take what we need, but instead of feeding it back into the earth, our system creates trash that just sits in the water for centuries. This broken system leads to deep environmental problems, like rising temperatures that are currently melting the world's glacial ice. Treating a circular planet like a one-way dumping ground threatens the very resources we need for our survival. To see what happens when that balance is pushed too far, we can look at the water crisis in Punjab. During the Green Revolution, the region produced record-breaking harvests to feed the nation, but those crops had a terrifying thirst, requiring more water than the land could naturally provide. Now, 80% of Punjab's groundwater is overexploited. Farmers have to dig past 30 meters just to reach the water that remains. The reliance on heavy chemicals has also damaged the soil and led to serious health issues for the people living there. Chasing a short-term gain by over-extracting our resources has created a long-term struggle for the entire region. It is possible to fix this system by changing how we work with the land. The state of Sikkim proved this by switching entirely to organic farming. They struggled at first as the land adjusted, but the payoff was worth the wait. Today, their soil is healthier, their farmers earn more for their crops, and the clean environment has brought a significant surge in tourism. We are also seeing a shift in power. Projects like the Badla Solar Park use sunlight to generate electricity, reducing our need to dig up and burn fossil fuels. When we align our needs with nature's natural cycles, we can build an economy that actually thrives alongside the environment. Our use of nature is inevitable, but our arrogant mindset has made it destructive. Instead of ordering nature around like a servant, we perform better as its caretakers. To keep our resources from running out, we have to adopt a simple rule. Take only what we genuinely need, rather than everything we want. Take a look at your phone one last time. It's a small miracle of metal and energy. Maybe it's time to give the earth a silent thanks for the charge.